Hello and welcome to Faithful to the Traitors, where we are here to discuss the Traitors Australia Series 3, Episode 2.
Yes, Episode 2. We're in it, and I'm angry, and I have many things to say. And stay listening or watching for me to rant like hell about how not to play the game of Traitors.
Okay.
And I look forward to people getting in touch and saying to me if I'm either right or wrong, because then I will be humbled, or I will feel like monarchy.
You
and
feel
I
like
feel
part
like
of
I'm smarter than you actually think I am.
Will you feel like part of the LSD gang?
Oh, I don't. Let's just say it's linked to the bootlickers, Dicko and his bootlickers. That's what I'm going to call them. They're not the LSD gang. They're the Dicko and his bootlickers.
Okay.
And
well, my name is
so angry.
My name is Ben.
Hello, my name is Alex.
And if you want to get in touch with us, how can people get in touch with us about this?
We can go to our linktr, linktr.ee/faithfulto, and on there's got all the links of how you can watch or listen to us on Spotify, YouTube, or any of your favorite podcast apps. If you are watching us on Spotify or YouTube, you can comment underneath the video, just beneath where you can like and follow and subscribe with us as well. And if you're listening to us on any of your favourite podcast apps, obviously don't forget to follow us and subscribe on there as well. And tell your friends about us. And look, I'm so angry I can't talk straight.
I don't know what you're doing. I'm not even listening to what you're saying.
So
I'm just
angry.
sat here.
And all that good stuff. Just go to our link tree, linktr.ee/faithfulto. It's all on there. Just follow the links.
So before you say anything,
Yes.
I will say that this group of contestants feel, one, a word that came to mind was messy.
They are a messy group. Yeah.
Messy group.
Very messy.
And two, normally this level of emotion and commitment and backstabbing and crying and everything, normally this is episode 8, 9, 10.
It's early, yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they're they're invested in this very fast. It's episode 2 and it's like, I feel like I'm coming up to the final.
Which I love.
Yeah.
I love that they're taking this game seriously, but likewise,
Then there's Gamble.
It's Gamble, who doesn't know who people are.
She's wandering around.
Who's Josh?
Me.
What door? She would have fit right in on series 1 of Westworld. Who's Josh? Josh is me. I love that she literally stood in front of him.
Yeah.
Poor old Josh. Poor old Gamble.
She's loving life.
There's always one from the Housewives that is like just kind of bumbling along following.
A bottle of wine.
And the annoying thing is that it's always that one from the Housewives who normally has like the best clue of who it's going to be.
She'll have an epiphany and no one will listen.
And no one will care. And yet the ones who are the most vocal are always the ones that people don't tend to listen to. But then there are the ones that are kind of deliberately like bad. We call them bad faithful on the podcast.
Yes.
So let's be honest. The bad faithful are Kira and Rachel.
Kira is
go on.
Where my word messy comes from as well. Like she is a messy bitch, Kira. She is just all over the place, and anyone says anything remotely in her direction, like you're now dead to her. And it's like, she is just, I can understand why they're not the traitors won't get rid of her, because she is the type of faithful that a traitor needs, because she is just causing chaos wherever she turns.
Like I say, bad faithful. There's nothing is. She's not really throwing any shots to people who it could be critical to.
And she thinks she's a really good faithful as well, which makes it even more messy.
Well, she's one of a few people who are playing a quiet game. Luke and Lawson have openly now said that they are playing a deliberately quiet game. They want to go under the radar. They just want to slick their way through to kind of the final 3 or 4 days, and then they'll start speaking up and playing, knowing full well that if you are a bit too vocal, sometimes that can be to your detriment, and the traitors will go for you. But I mean, I felt, look, when Rachel was like talking about Kira throughout the day, Kira clearly took offense to it. And then at the round table, when Rachel was talking about other people who she had suspicions of, one being Shane, for instance, Kira would roll her eyes, shake her head, was deliberately kind of antagonizing Rachel. But at the end of all that, when Rachel kind of broke down and said, like, I thought we were friends, Kira then went up to Rachel and was apologising. Maybe it wasn't the best time to do it, but I do think that like Rachel should have just kind of said, okay, fine, let's just draw a line underneath this.
Yeah, I think that where the difference is between them is Kira, she's not a housewife, is she? She acts like a housewife. No, she's not a housewife. She's back to the nation. I was going to say, Kira obviously is one of the, she's used to TV cameras, I think, and she's used to performing when she's on around the banishment table. And I think when the banishment table ended and everyone got up and left, that was her moment of cameras were off. Oh, are you okay, Rachel? Let's go let's talk in the green room and pretend like none of that. I think she's one who can just switch on and off when she needs to. And she can have an argument with someone and call them murderous or bitch or whatever. And they'll be really serious while the cameras are on. But when the cameras are off, she's very easily be like, right, we're friends now. Yeah. Whereas I think Rachel, who's just from Love Island and stuff.
Just from Love Island.
Well, I think there's different things, isn't it? It's different.
I mean, they're both dating shows, so they're kind of on the same
but
kill.
They're very different trajectories and edits. And like, I think Rachel isn't quite as on and off as what Kira is kind of playing a character when she's on and then being Kira when she's not on screen. And I think
she's a professional reality TV star.
I think that's what the difference is. Yeah. Whereas that's why Rachel was obviously didn't expect this to be quite as explosive, and she took it personal, which is fair enough. You would take this personal, but I don't think Kira would. I think Kira will be fine the second the cameras aren't going.
Rachel lost her temper because Kira had pointed out, or someone, actually, I don't think it was Kira, but someone had pointed out that she had the shield. Yes. And Rachel was like, well, I was keeping that secret because I might need to use that later. And Kira, again, quite rightly, did tell her, no, you don't. That's it. The shield's now a moot point. It resets. From
That's
this
what I
point
mean.
onwards,
Kira's very much like, that episode's done now. What are you on about? That scene's done and in the can. Let's move on.
Let's move on.
Yeah.
And I think Rachel, again, kind of was a bit silly to kind of like take offense to that. But look, I'm not saying Kira is blameless by any means. Like, again, she went, it was another day and straight at the breakfast table, she went for monarchy and went on and on and on about, and she was the one who brought up the drama between them the night before.
Yes.
Monarchy was then kind of like defending himself, and Kira's like, I don't care. Why did you bring it up? And so look, Kira's not blameless by any stretch of the imagination.
Messy faithful.
She's because faithful.
Even at the round table when Monarchy was like, oh, there's 6 people who knew about our arguments, and one of those 6 may be a traitor. And Kira was like, I was really on side of that theory until you mentioned my name. Now I'm not.
Yes.
It's like you basically just might as well stab yourself at this point. And before we talk about the LSD Dicko situation, we do have to remember that Traitors tradition, Queen was murdered,
as you mentioned on the last podcast. Person of color, person in the LGBTQ crowd, and just for an extra tip on the iceberg, a drag queen. Always the first to go. Tick, tick, first to go.
So it is fun. I mean, it's not funny, but like we've talked about this enough. There's been enough articles and discourse online about this. This always happens for some reason on the Traitors.
Weird.
It is what it is.
I have to say,
it happens. I mean, it's not even a personal thing. It's like we've talked about it so many times. It's the unconscious, but everything like that. But it's just it is funny. Like, oh, and it's happened again.
I feel like it's a little bit because the Queen had mentioned Kirby's name and Kirby wanted to nip at the bud. So I do think there was a little bit, there was reasoning behind it.
I don't blame Kirby. I said last episode it's a good game. Well, I thought it was going to be good gameplay. I'm questioning if Kirby has this in her to do this.
She's putting out fires left, right and centre.
Yeah,
and Kirby...
She's leaving embers.
That's the... She certainly is. She had a problem today, didn't she, after the game? She made a huge mistake in front of Rob.
Yeah.
In front of Rob.
And even when she went to talk to AJ and Henry...
Yes, before the game.
Yeah, I don't feel like her tact was completely there. Like, she almost was like, my name's being mentioned by Queen, but I didn't know. So did Queen mention me to you? And it's like, but... if Queen didn't mention it to you, how do you know that Queen mentioned your name, and how do you know that they mentioned it to those 2 people? So yeah, a lot of that I'm a bit like, I don't know if Kirby is spiraling and she's not doing... I thought she was going to do a lot better. I mean, she's a survivor contestant.
She's a survivor.
She is. Normally they're the dangerous ones. And we do say this quite often, like survivor contestants go into the Traitors thinking they're going to be great. And a lot of the fans who are fans of them on Survivor think, oh, they're great gameplays. They're going to be able to go into this and win.
Likewise for Big Brother contestants.
Yeah,
people seem to think that it can be translated, but it can't be translated. We've said this before. The skills from Survivor and Big Brother, as much as Dicko is trying to implement these skills, which is also frustrating. I'll get to that in a minute. But it can't, it's not necessarily transferable skills.
No.
Personally, I feel.
And that's displayed so well with how Kirby's going about this. And it's like, no, it's not going to work the same way. In a weird way, Love Island. People on Love Island do really well on the Traitors.
But then that is about lying, isn't it? Because you're lying in order to say you're in love with someone. If you're a traitor,
You say you don't find true love on Love Island?
very, very rarely do you not find true love. It's just
Look
an
at the
island of love.
Furies.
It says so in the title. It's not even an island anymore, is it? Don't they film it like in like?
I have no idea. Isn't it Ibiza, isn't it?
Oh, is like okay. So then
Technically, everything's an island if you zoom out enough.
That's true. That's true.
Who's to say what's an island?
Isn't
New Zealand
isn't
an
Australia
island?
an island? Australia is like isn't it like an island?
Yes.
Get in
Everything's
touch. Comment
an island.
underneath. Is Australia or is my geography lessons from year 7 completely baffled
No, I'm
me?
sure it is because right-wing people in the UK always compare us to Australia with the fact that we have immigration and that we're both islands. So,
Okay. Let's not get on that point. But yeah, no.
you brought it up.
Well, I just asked if Australia was an island. So
Yes, it is.
technically,
But
the
they're not
whole
in
of Australia
Australia.
is a love island. So there you go.
It's true.
But anyway, transferable skills. In Survivor, it's about alliances. It's about trust. It's about keeping people on your side no matter what. And Big Brother depends on the version really. In America, it's all about alliances. In kind of when it's a viewer vote, it's about popularity. Not transferable, I don't think, in the Traitors. Please at me, get in touch. Let us know if I'm wrong. I'd love to hear your views on this. Other than, again, we'll get to Dicko in a minute, which is where he is trying his hardest to make it about one big alliance, which is the wrong thing to do, morally and game playing like. I don't think, what Kirby's doing, she can't lie. It's a different skill set. You have to lie and constantly be aware that you are a traitor, but you can't let anyone
And
else know.
super aware of your words, which is what she's quite, and super aware of what you're meant to know and what you don't know as a double bluff.
Which is what you've said in the past, that actually someone who is a gay, someone who's gay, almost is better at the Traitors because they've had to, for most of their young life, hide their sexuality from the
get
world.
used to lying and checking a room out before you walk
in a bad
into
way.
it.
It's not a terrible way. It's
No,
not a
no.
terrible thing because it's a shame that society that we're in that you have to lie about your sexuality. But typically, a gay, lesbian, person who is on the Traitors, who becomes a traitor, tends to do quite well because they're able to hide this double
Letting the
life.
side down, Kirby.
Well, bless her.
Yeah.
Bless her.
I mean,
She's having a go.
I just feel like her game's kind of run out of steam straight away because of Queen, and she's not quite been able to recover it, which is a shame because I think in another universe she could have been like a really good traitor, but as it stands, I'm actually thinking that Alex may be the best traitor. She seems to be the best one who's just kind of under the radar.
Yeah, not doing much.
Because Alvin, he's getting a lot of screen time, which usually means screen time early in a series means you don't get none
Danger,
at the end.
yeah.
He's in a lot of groups and a lot of people, but I feel like he's also in a bit of a dangerous zone.
He's more of a socialite in the group than what Kirby is, and he's using that as his advantage, where, as you say, Alex is almost doing the opposite.
He's got a great reaction face. When he hears things, he's there with his mouth open, eyes open, shocked at everything. But yeah, I mean, do you want to talk about then the group that Dicko is creating? I'm going to call him Don, Dicko the Don, because he's acting like a Don, isn't he?
Where he thinks he's like some kind of Italian mafia
He
leader.
is, and like even at the end of this, with Rob, he was a bit mafia-like, where he was like,
"Oh yeah,
I'm going to let you take the thing tomorrow, and I'm going to see how you do."
Yeah.
Mwah.
That's manipulation. That's gaslighting. That's exactly what Dicko's doing. Dicko,
can I trust you, or do I need to have you shot?
This
is what we're going with here.
Rob's going to wake up with a horse head.
He is. If he doesn't go the way he wants, because Rob wanted to take out Kirby, and Dicko was like, no, but I'm going to let you do it tomorrow and see what you do to see if I can trust you.
Even though it breaks up the gang, I don't mind.
Don't make the wrong decision, kid.
No, Dicko, that's a very Pete Waterman comment. All right, kid.
Yeah.
You did well there, kid. Dicko has completely made me so angry.
Alarm bells.
Really angry. Not alarm bells. Well, it should be alarm bells for the group because he is manipulating, well, not every one of them, but he's manipulating at least Rob, the twins, Tully, Cosimo, Kirby, and Calvin. So 7 of them.
Who's Cosimo?
Cosimo.
Why not?
Cosimo, potato, it's the same thing.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people in his group that he lists off.
And he said he's going to make it, he's going to grow.
I know. It's like eventually it's just everyone.
It's going to be everyone. Yeah.
And his plan is, which is kind of
Don't say it's clever because it's not.
No. What I was going to say is early days of
Well,
Traitors, it is the thing. Like, if you're a faithful, you do have a disadvantage. So the only thing you can do is keep a traitor near you so they keep you to the end. And then at the end, you question, why am I still here? And it's because I'm friends with a traitor. So yeah, I know what he's doing. He said it's a percentage game. No point getting rid of traitors because they just get replaced. This is like a slight flaw in the format of the traitors where that is technically true. Like, when you get rid of traitors, you are actually punished because the game resets and they get a new traitor and then all your evidence from before doesn't count. Do they need to do the Canada route here?
Give them a reward for finding a traitor at the round table.
Because we all know
100%.
that was a great thing on the Canada series. Where
Absolutely.
If you get a traitor at a banishment, you get $10,000. And we know that these guys want money. Mm-hmm. They're celebrities. If there's one thing that's going to get them is their money and their sponsorship.
Yeah.
So I feel like maybe they need to introduce that rule to stop this happening, because it does slightly break the game when they're like, we know you're a traitor, but we're going to keep you in because it's easy.
I agree that,
and we'll just get rid of faithful that we don't quite like.
The replenishment of a traitor is a little bit of a flaw in the whole game system. I do get that. I 100%. And that's the one thing I do agree with Dicko on. Like, is it worth us trying to get rid of traitors this early on? Because they're just going to get replaced anyway.
He's just playing the game.
Just
Can't blame
game.
him.
I mean, the only way around it would be if they were to recruit more traitors from the offset. Because then the numbers, even though they're depleting, it doesn't necessarily mean they need to be replaced. But that's a production problem, not an Alex problem. It's
Or a
up to you to
Dicko
sort
problem.
out. Or a Dicko problem. What frustrates me about what Dicko is doing is clearly, one, he wanted to be a traitor. He's fuming that he didn't become a traitor. So he's decided, I'm going to play a game like a traitor, but as a faithful. We've seen this happen before, and it's really annoying.
Normally the elder man. Elder white man.
Normally it's an elder white man.
I'm not going to say anything else. But
no more to be said. It's giving sniffles, smells, whatever the word is. It's giving reminiscences of Series 2 Australia, but this time it's not a traitor, i.e. they're manipulating the game and everyone's following. Australians...
It is only episode 2, though.
It is worrying me how easily... Now we've seen in 2 series of Traitors Australia how easy groups of people follow each other.
Well, I don't think you need to be that worried yet.
But in series now, like when you first watched the first series of like the UK, like all the series worldwide, like there was a lot of bandwagoning. There was a lot of people, like one name came up, everyone jumped on it. As series have progressed, people have stopped doing that. People started thinking more independently, thought for themselves, and like votes tend to scatter. There always seems to be a leaning toward one person, especially when evidence is very strong. But it tends, especially early on now, votes do scatter about. It's like a scatter. But for some reason, it's Series 3 of Australia. I know there's been a gap, so there's been a bit of a pause since the last series, but it just feels weird to me that they all jumped on what Dicko said. One, is that not an alarm bell? Well, if Dicko's going around telling everyone, like, you should vote for this person, surely that's an instant accusation of you must be a traitor.
Yeah.
Surely.
I mean, it is still early. This is the first round table, so there's not... This is their first
but
time.
They're following the
but
sheep.
only once.
Again!
Only
Stop
once,
it, Australia!
though.
Stop it!
And even this once with Dicko, I think he's already sort of played his hand, because already people are sort of questioning. Even Rob, who was like the original LSD member, even he is a bit like, well, Dicko wants me to do this, but I don't really want to. I want to go for Kirby. So there's already breaks in this. So I don't think Dicko is quite as powerful as he seems, but it's a bit annoying the way he sort of walks around and was just telling everyone,
go for Shane, go for Shane, go for Shane. We don't know when we get to the round. This is what Dicko said. He said, when we get to the round table, we'll think of an excuse. So he knew that she was a faithful, and I just think that it's a real poor show. It's weak, in my opinion, that Dicko doesn't have the fight in him to actually go for someone who he thinks is a traitor. Or at least go in there with... Like, that's the other thing. He hid behind his LSD group. He didn't do it out front himself. He hid behind everyone else to do it. What a weak leader. Just to stand behind your troops, to let them take the shooting, so you can stand behind waving a flag.
What does it stand for? LSD?
Losers should die. That's what it stands for.
No.
Murder them.
L.
Do it.
Loyalty. That's the first test that Dicko is doing with these lot.
Yeah.
He is testing the loyalty. Most of them passed, which has now given him authority in his head that, oh, they will follow what I do. So now he's going to be even worse.
Secrecy.
I'm afraid to tell you that he's going to actually
Discipline.
be worse as this goes along.
Well, no, I hope
because
not.
The test has been done.
But this is the thing. This is what the traitors would be idiots not to spot. Okay, fine. It's all great and fine and well if you have this group of 7-8 people growing every day because Dicko, of people going for just the wrong person.
Mm-hmm.
But what if in the next episode they go for the right person? They go for Kirby, they go for Alex, or they go for Alvin.
Well, he doesn't want them to.
Yeah, but
that's what the test is with Rob tomorrow, the Mafia test.
But at the end of the day, it's going to happen, even if Dicko accidentally does it. It's going to happen. And so he needs to the traitors need to break up this group now because they're too powerful too early on in the game. And it's like I say, it's all fine and well for it to happen when it's not against you. You can just sit back and let it happen. What the traitors need to, the currency of the traitors, the thing that they thrive on, the thing that makes them work is randomness, is chaos. And by breaking up a group of 7 who are solid, the chaos is gone. Mm. So they're playing a losing game if they carry on letting Captain Dicko get his troops and get them to all talk about the person that Dicko's decided to do. And as you say, he's letting Rob choose next time. Oh, well, good for you. How gracious of you, Dicko.
This is the loyalty and the discipline test, which we're going to see if it goes through. But this also, again, plays into the Kirby problem, where you do want the murders to be random, but Kirby is so close to people saying her name, multiple people saying her name, that like she's trying to put out fires before she gets before she gets banished. So she's not murdering random at the moment because she doesn't have time to. She's gone for Queen because Queen was saying her name. It wasn't a random one.
That's true. So they're almost doing the same thing.
Yeah, it's like, oh, well, we better get rid of Dicko or Rob then because they're saying my name. So again, that's not really random. Like she's too close to being banished there, where they can't really do the random murders where they could just like, I don't know, get rid of Claudia or something or Chrissy, or they can't afford to do it because they're already too close to being found out. So yeah, it's all a bit messy. Apart from Alex, who's just sort of cruising around.
Having a lovely time. Don't get me wrong. This isn't me saying that the faithful, if you believe in 2 or 3 people are 100% faithful and you're happy to, kind of talk tactics together, then I think faithful should do that because you know full well that the traitors are doing that, unless of course there's like some kind of conflict in the conclave. But then you don't know, faithful don't know that's happening. At the moment, Kirby, Alex, and Alvin seem to be getting along fine, but they don't seem to be getting along with decisions together. Do you know what I mean?
They don't
talks with each other.
That's what I mean. They almost don't have time to because straight away multiple people have said all 3 of their names, kind of, haven't they? Even Manaki said all 3 of them when they were like, who was there?
Listed every single one of them. And I was like, Manaki, go, mate. And he was right as well to say what he said. That is that the only people who knew about the argument between me and Kira was Kirby, Alex, Alvin.
And Kira.
And Kira, yeah.
What?
But I was like, oh my God, Manaki. And that's evidence. That's based evidence right there. But
and then he voted for Kira.
But, yes, well.
Well, not all of them were sheep, though.
No, Lawson. God bless you, my son.
Did a throwaway vote. Good old throwaway vote.
You know what, though? I applauded him because he even said out loud, he said, I don't get this mentality of everyone going for Shane. And he vocally went against Dicko. So you wait. Dicko will be out there going, I think Lawson. We're going to do Lawson's name next. Because Dicko's playing a traitor game. Because Dicko's basically playing the game of traitors in plain sight. Yeah. Dicko wanted to be a traitor.
It's basically Michael Rappaport. Kind of, but a bit less. It's a mix of Michael Rappaport plus Paul D from Ireland. Do you know what I mean? There's a little mix there.
There's a bit of Sam Series 2 Australia there happening too.
It's too early to say it's like Series 2.
And it's like, come on, Australia. What frustrates me is just the fact that they all just jumped on it. There's no question about it.
I know, but I do think that's only because it was the first banishment.
They're all afraid of getting
quite often the first banishment table, no one really knows how to handle this, what to do. I think that was more just first time nerves. Once you've done it once, but you'll be a pro.
Though, did he? Luke didn't go red. Can I just say early on also that every time Luke says the word, I've said this to you when we were watching, every time Luke says the word twin, I think he says twink.
Yeah, I'm a twink.
And it confuses me. and it makes me a little horny. But no. It's just so fun.
They seem sweet, the 2 twins, though.
Well,
the
Josh
2
and
twinks,
Luke.
yeah.
I wish that it's weird that they're not working together. It's so weird that everyone's kind of like deliberately not But I mean, this is the thing. Dicko's, and this is what it reminds me.
It's taking up a lot of screen time. That's the trouble. This one storyline is taking up a lot of air, so there's not time to delve into the other sort of
it's
groups.
sucking the oxygen out of the game. It just feels like a really mean-spirited thing to do, and it's not in the spirit of the game. How I feel.
That's what happens when you have a full celebrity cast. So it may just be the celebrity taint. I don't know, but I don't think you need to worry. I'm not worrying yet. I think it's too soon to worry that the whole series is going to be a bit of a nasty thing. I don't
think it's nasty.
No, but
I
like
just
that
think it's
type
peculiar
of game,
that it's happening again. And it isn't. It's nasty in the sense that Dicko, but it's I don't know. It just feels really frustrating, pathetic. I don't know what term to use, but it just feels like it's like, Dicko, you weren't made a traitor. Just get over it, mate, and just now play the game properly.
But to be fair to Dicko, he is doing the thing which you should do, which is play by percentages and not replace traitors.
But don't vote someone on the purpose of the fact that he just didn't. He wanted to get rid of Shane. He just decided. He literally woke up that morning and said, "Right, Shane today."
I mean, a lot of those votes with Shane as well was for some reason was because she got rid of Cam, and it's like I felt that was a bit unfair. It's like no one was a traitor or a faithful at that point, so you can't. I can't remember who it was. It Manaki who said, "Oh well, you can murder because you got rid of Cam." It's like no one was a traitor yet, so I think that was a bit silly. But I kind of feel like that kind of tainted her from the off.
No,
anyway.
Manaki defended Shane.
Oh, it was someone who said, I can't remember who it was.
I can't remember who said it either, but
some man.
But again, it probably was a man.
Don't listen to them.
Get rid of the elderly woman. Just get rid of them. But yeah, no, Manaki actually defended Shane. Manaki had his showing at the round table was fantastic. It's
very
dangerous.
excitable.
He's very excitable, but he had good points and he was right as well.
Took his opportunity at the mission to take his top off for no reason.
I mean, yeah, that was fine.
We've seen that before, haven't we?
He looked lovely in his goo.
Right. So before we talk about the conclave and the possible murders for the next episode, we need to learn a bit about the missing or murdered and banished contestants. So,
what's your name and where do you come from?
Queen Kong. The fabulous Queen Kong rose to fame after appearing in the second season of RuPaul's Drag Race Down Under.
Down Under. You didn't say that at the top of the show.
Well, you said I'm not allowed to say because it's not appropriate anymore.
I retract that.
She continued to appear on Drag Race Global All Stars. God knows what series because there's so many of them I lose count. In 2023, she was nominated for the Logie's Graham Kennedy Award for Most Popular New Talent. The first drag queen to be nominated in the ceremony's history.
Where's our Logie?
Well, it's to come.
I want a Logie.
Soon. Do you want Gretel to present it to you?
No.
Why?
Well,
I love Gretel. We haven't talked about how great she was, by the way. She's amazing. Still.
I want I never remember the actress's name, but she played Izzy in Neighbours. I love her. She was on The Amazing Race, Australia.
Not Poppy from
I know
Mystic Quest.
I know exactly. Oh, Poppy from Mystic Quest, but I know exactly who I want to give me my Logie. Bo
Ryan.
And he has to appear with a surfboard and a pair of budgie smugglers. Yeah.
Lovely. Shane. She's not just a survivor. Shane won her first Olympic gold medal at just 14 years old and been riding that ever since now. And continued to win 2 more in her swimming career. In 1985, she was inducted into the Sports Australia Hall of Fame. What was it that she said, my proudest moment that I've taught like millions of people to swim? What was that? Is that like something that
presumably she does that as like a side gig. No, why would it be an advert?
It was an advert where she was like, come on, everyone, get in the swimming pool, let's learn to swim. Oh, maybe it was like a campaign, like an ad campaign. Yeah. So if this was a good fact file, I'd know, but it's from womensweekly.com. And
the best fact file, some might say.
She later tried her hand at Survivor, competing in 2 seasons, Champions versus Contenders, and then All Stars.
She won one of them, but again, bad fact file, so we don't know which one. Get in touch, comment underneath, let us know which one did. If Shane wants us to know, get in touch.
Although you called her Susan Boyle last episode, she's probably blocked you.
I don't know why anyone would take offence to that. We were talking about this after the show, and I said Susan Boyle's a lovely, beautiful woman. I don't see what your problem was with that comment.
So there you go. That's everyone's fact file. So back to the conclave and the decision then.
Between 3 as always.
It is 2 of the same names from last episode.
Yes, Dicko and Rob back on the chopping block.
Which backs up the point of they're trying to put out fires too quickly where they can't do anything because they're still on the tails of those two. So Dicko's one option, Rob's another, and who was the third?
Minaki. But basically, he's said all their names, so he's very smart. He's quite good at the group to listen to him because he adds humour to what he says.
Yes, he's sociable.
And unlike Dicko, who hides behind other people for his accusations, he's quite happy to just go out there and say out loud, which again could be a problem for him. But I think because it's a weird balancing act, isn't it? Because a lot of people say, like, if I say people's names, then I'm going to get murdered the next night. Well, other people say, if I say people's names, there's no way they're going to murder me because it will look too obvious. So it's in a weird way, I don't think it really matters
the
anymore.
second half is more accurate. I think if you're saying people's names, or if you're in a weird rivalry like Rachel and Kira, you kind of protect yourself.
Which is why I lead to get rid of Dicko or Rob. But I think Rob's an obvious one too, because he's going around talking about Kirby.
So they don't know that yet, because Alvin did tell them, like, Rob heard someone say something, but that he wouldn't say the name. So Kirby kind of thinks it might be her, but she's not sure if she did say anything.
Oh, that's right. You're quite right. Yeah, she was because it was Alvin who brought up that it was a conversation that he had in the car with someone. Alvin obviously said, "Well, it wasn't me." But he said, "I don't really know who it was."
No,
I mean, it could not necessarily have been a traitor either. He didn't give. Did Rob give the name Kirby to Alvin, or did
not
he just
to
say
Alvin? He didn't.
Okay.
He gave it to someone else. I can't remember who.
Like,
I think it was Hen. I'm going to say
He said
Henry.
it to Dicko. He definitely said it to Dicko.
Yeah, and Dicko.
But okay, so Alvin knows. So even Alvin doesn't know if it was a traitor.
No, because he wasn't even sure if it was himself he was talking about, because he looked a bit worried on his leather sofa. But yeah, I think out of these three, I don't want to see Minaki go. I think he's got more to give.
100%.
I think
his VTs are outstanding.
Yeah, he's doing his weights.
Doing
them a bit quick. Those reps need to be a bit slower.
Slow down, Minaki. As a PT potential trainer.
With a body better than his, I can give him advice.
I'm Adonis. Come on.
I think Dicko, who's combing his eyebrows in his hotel room, I think just get rid of that.
Curving his eyebrows, then curbing his pubes.
Just cut off the head of the snake now and just get it done.
Because
the rest of the group aren't that entwined. I think the one who likes the group the most is Dicko. So if you just get rid of him, Kirby and Alvin and Alex, I feel like the group will instantly disappear and most of your troubles will go.
And as you say, Dicko is, you've pretty much again hit another nail on another head, and that is the fact that Dicko's out for himself. This group, this LSD gang, the Don Dicko, he is only doing it for himself. He's protecting himself at the end of the day. And again, if he needed any more evidence, it's the fact that he sat at that round table, smiling, grinning like a Cheshire cat, looking so smug about himself for having caused this ridiculous voting towards Shane. But did nothing vocal, did nothing toward it.
No,
he's
that's
a
what
puppet
I mean.
master.
He's
They called him
Dicko
a
the
puppet.
Don. Because he sits back, he's giving his commands, and he's seeing how loyal his boys are.
I think you're giving him too much credit, because I think he's...
I'm not saying he is. I'm saying in his head, he is Dicko the Don.
And I'd like to see him murdered, because it would be such a hilarious backfire as well, because he thinks he's playing such a clever game.
He thinks he's invincible.
Yeah. But keep Rob in. Actually, Rob, I was meant to say, I wrote a little note while we were watching. Last episode, I was a bit unfair to Rob. I thought, oh, he's there, Nepo child. He'll just mull around. No one will give a crap. But actually... I enjoyed watching Rob. I enjoyed watching Rob kind of play the game.
Seems like a nice guy.
And he's playing the spirit of the game. Like, as a viewer, I don't want to watch some person basically get rid of someone unnecessarily. I want to watch people actually... I want to see people's thought processes of why, rightly or wrongly, why they are accusing these people.
Yeah.
Not just because I want to get rid of someone.
Survive.
Yeah. So
yeah.
As a watcher of the show, I hope Dicko goes.
Same. I think I've had enough of. I don't need more of it. So get rid of Dicko. But you, of course, can let us know what you think. If we're completely wrong this past half hour, or if you agree with us, who would you like to see gone? Minaki, Rob, or Dicko? Let us know.
Linktree, linktr.ee/faithfulto. All the links on there for how you can watch or listen to us. And if you are watching us on YouTube or Spotify, you can comment underneath with your thoughts, feelings, ideas, what we said is wrong, what you might agree with. Just vomit it up onto the text box and then press return, and we'll be more than happy to read them. And you can find ways of following us also on Instagram and TikTok. On there we post short reels about the episodes as well. And of course, if you do follow us on any of your favourite podcast apps, YouTube, Spotify and all the rest, we'll do shows that aren't just the Australian Traitors. We do Traitors Worldwide. We do Race Across the World. We do Big Brother. We do Android from the BBC. We do
The Amazing Race.
I said The Amazing Race.
You said The Race Across the World. They're different
Amazing
shows.
Race as well. Another show.
Also, we've been watching Australian adverts. The Celebrity Race Across the World is out in Australia. We've covered it. So go back on our feed and you can listen to our podcast about that series.
Did we?
With Molly Rainford and brother and sister.
That, sorry. I'm
see?
just talking nonsense. You said talking about Australian adverts. Can we say
because it's on Australia?
That's a rule.
It's airing right now.
Yeah, but we weren't talking about Australian adverts.
No, but I'm saying we've covered a show called not The Amazing Race, Race Across the World Celebrity Edition.
Talking about the internet,
we've covered
on 10 right now. You've got the series of Amazing Race.
Yeah, and we've covered it as a podcast.
Race
so you
Across
can
the World,
watch Race Across the World, and then you can listen to our podcast.
Yes,
okay,
you can go back. We do
trying
lots
to
of
do
different
promotional
shows.
here.
I'm joining in with you, but you're talking about Australian adverts. On Australian adverts, fun.
The census is due, everyone, so get doing that, please.
Yes,
Thank you.
It's the 11th of August, and if you know where you're going to be on the 11th of August, do the Australian census.
Right, until next week, stay faithful. Goodbye.